How are we going, everyone? Welcome to another Meet the Brewer live interview on the Thursday night. I hope you're all finishing work up there. I hope you've got some nice beers planned for the evening. For tonight, super pumped. I have from Fixation Brewery, the one and only Tom Delmont. There's a phone to your left. Just bring them all in. Live at their currently being built brewery down in Collingwood. How are we going, guys?
Hey. How you doing?
What's been happening today? Building the brewery?
Oh, not much. Pretty quiet day today, to be honest. So the last 2 days we've actually finally been able to get our brew house hardware and all our stainless steel delivered in. So maybe an exclusive first look. I don't know, but we've got a few of our tanks rolling in behind, and we've been able to take delivery of our brew house and cellar in the last 2 days. So pretty busy, long days, but it's nice that it starts finally feeling like a brewery.
Yeah, we've had 240 shipping containers land, and we've been carefully unloading trucks. And this is our brewer, Sam Bethune, who's stepping in to help make some awesome beers down here as well with us. And we've been very carefully moving tanks out of trucks in Collingwood, Victoria.
So for those who don't know who you are, you were up in Nip with the Stone and Wood Brewery, and then have building your own brewery down in Collingwood at the moment. What's been the process to where you are at the moment?
Yeah, so quite a process. Our mates helped us get started, and we still do a lot of production up in Byron Bay and Murwillumbah. And this will be our home, and we'll be brewing 600-litre batches here weekly. The process we were looking for about 18 months for venues to try and find the right site, and we looked everywhere from Footscray to South Yarra and in between, and found a great little 60s warehouse in Collingwood, and it's becoming a bit of a home of craft brewing in Melbourne, so it's great to have a little space, about 300 square metres, tasting room, bar, it'd be great.
Awesome. So what's been the timeline? When did you start how long has it been since you've kind of been there, and how much longer till you guys open up?
6 months. We've probably been working with this site for 6 months. And
so I've been helping sort of brew the Fixation up north at Stone and Wood for the last couple of years, since the very first batch actually. And so the design of the brew house actually probably started job design maybe 12 months ago, getting close to it. So I've been working on it a while in the background. We've had the lease here for a little while.
We sort of locked this site in November last year, so 6 months plus.
Yep. And hopefully if we're all going well within the next couple of months, this will turn around and we'll have a brewery and tasting room open.
Yeah, well, I guess
we sold our first kegs in 2015, just before Christmas.
Yeah, awesome. I'll have to ask on the behalf of probably a lot of other people that are very excited. Are there going to be more things in cans, or is it going to be bottles, or what's going to be the go production-wise?
We've got some pretty big cans here. We're going to serve out of the 600-litre cans behind us.
We're not packaging on this side, but we've
cool.
So that we can go directly out of our serving tanks as fresh as possible directly.
Yeah, nice.
So
fair enough.
Pretty unique situation for us, and you'll get the freshest Fixation here.
Yeah, we will.
Have you got?
We'll continue to roll out some tinnies as it happens as well. Squish is a big hit. People love Squish, so we'll keep rolling that out as well. And who knows? Yeah,
awesome. So for those who kind of aren't in the know or following the new beer releases, the other reason we got the boys of Fixation on the line is they have released their seasonal, quarterly. How often do you release it?
Probably only once or twice a year.
Yeah, they go maybe 6 months. But we have the brand new the Fix, which is, well, I'll pass over to you guys. You can explain what it is, but kind of fresh batch off the line.
Yeah, so cheers. You're right.
I'm just going to have one now.
So the Fix, obviously, our big double IPA. We did a small run about a month or so ago, and this has just come fresh off the line within about a week and a half, a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's a good time to pick it up.
We just love hoppy beers. We only make IPA. That's what we focus on. And this is loaded with Mosaic, Simcoe and Citra, double dry hopped, 8.2%. But dangerously satisfying as well, and dry, clean, really simple malt bill. But we love it.
Yeah. So. Super simple on the malt bill. Basically base malt and a little bit of Pilsner malt, a couple of other things in there, but keeping it really simple.
Yep.
Pretty hard mash programming to try and keep it as dry as possible through there to sort of play off the bitterness and keep it nice and easy drinking. And we think it's a really great balance at that sort of 8.2%, which is getting towards the danger zone of being able to keep a beer,
absolutely.
And wanting to go and have at least one, and responsibly maybe one or two more.
Is there any reason, I guess, for the viewers out there who love these beers but want to go and grab them every day? Why is it that you choose to only release it every 6 months or so?
Well, I think particularly with this sort of beer, and we've sort of spoken in that higher alcohol, really high hop loading, our big motto with Fixation is fresh is best, and then particularly these beers that start to push into that 7-8%, as soon as they start getting really even, a month or so on them, they're still good, but they change quite quickly from what we hope to deliver as brewers, and to have it as the representation of what a really great double IPA is. So, we could go out and brew it more regularly, but we know that the stock that we'd have, would sit around there for more time than it's acceptable for us. So, we want to have it as fresh.
I have a theory that this kind of beer opens up really beautifully after a couple of weeks in package, and then, it's going to be good for 2 or 3 months, and then after that, it's going to start to taper off a little bit in, fresh hop character and aroma. So I think, it's good to keep it lean on the ground, and also hopefully the people that do really love this beer jump on it when it's around.
And I guess it does help drive that bit of hype and bit of demand as well. So everyone gets pretty pumped when the new release is coming out.
Yeah, and because we stick to our guns and do what we love, we just think people that really love clean, dank, dry double IPAs like what we do, the West Coast double IPAs, that are deceptively clean, and we don't let any of that. The only sweetness really comes from a little bit the booze at the significant 8.2%. Booze level, but bitterness is really balanced, I think, around that 70-80 IBU mark, and really happy with how it's tasting.
We shouldn't expect a Fixation brewery jumping on the haze craze anytime soon.
Well, listen, there's no filter at this brewery, so we're not putting a filter in, so there'll be a little bit of natural haze.
Something we haven't gone into yet. We don't have any beer we're releasing in the next bit that's on the haze side, but you never know. Great style when they're fresh and on point, and
absolutely
big style over time. So awesome style of beer, but we'll see how we go in the future.
Having the ability to control how it's served as well, that'll be great. We'll be able to do some hazier beers here as well. But you know that people are going to drink it straight away and straight out of the tank or the next 24 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess on that, talking about potential new beers, what's actually on the horizon for Fixation Brewery? Have you got any new beers planned? What's going on?
I'll throw this to Sammy and see what he's got working. Once we've plugged in his pipes, the pipes aren't connected yet.
No, not yet. So I guess on the backside, my head's sort of been pretty deep into sort of the brew house design and commissioning at the moment. And to be honest, the new brew ideas are ticking away a little bit in the back, but my clear goal at the moment is to get this place up and running. I guess being down in a smaller site here gives us a bit more flexibility in what we do. We're obviously pretty focused on the Northwest hops at the moment, Simcoe, Amarillo, Mosaic and Citra that we're using quite heavily, but I think it'll be cool here to start experimenting a little bit outside the hop range and what's available.
So with other Northwest hops like Centennial, Chinook, Cascade, maybe. No, we might use some other regions.
And I don't know, here it's probably one of the big things from sort of learning on our small system up north is how much we could push it. So here I've designed the brew house to allow us to take that hop loading through the production process to a high level. It's only a small system and they're making 600 litres at a time. But here we're going to be able to push towards 8.2% here, but I wouldn't be surprised. I've spec'd it up to go higher than that. So there might be something pushing it a little bit more in the next little while to come. But we'll see.
Are you hoping that with some of these get small pilot batches that you're going to be running through these breweries that you might be able to take those recipes and take them to the production brewery and do them there?
Yeah, yeah. If we make something that people love here, then we have, the beauty is we do have the ability to scale up and make some more of it if people love it, and package it in different formats and stuff as well. So it's a great testing ground and tasting room where we can give people a try of something and get an immediate
awesome
on a brew.
Yeah, awesome. Well, much thanks for you for joining us tonight. Hope everyone out there has enjoyed the great little live chat with the boys from Fixation. If you're down in the local area, I think, what do you say, 2 months, I think, till you're opening up?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
All parking, late June would be ideal. So we'll keep you posted,
yeah.
obviously. It's coming.
Stay posted. Definitely if you're down in the area in those times, go check it out. Their beers are fantastic. And much like to, say thank you again for joining us. And I hope we see plenty more beers from Fixation. And
I'd just like to say thanks to Morris, the cameraman here as well in the dark. Awesome.
Tripod going around.
Thanks so
much. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
No problem. See you later, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
So that's it for another live Meet the Brewer. I've got plenty more in the works, so I hope we've got another one for you next week. I'll let you guys know that early next week. For those of you in the Sydney area this week, if you haven't seen over the social media, we've got Beer and Merch Fest. We've got 5 breweries in the warehouse, lots of samples, so you get 10 free samples just from registering, and we have an absolute ton of beer merch. So we've got t-shirts, caps, posters, some amazing artwork that's actually been delivered today. So come down to the Beer Cartel in Arts Harmon. So it's running from 11 till 4. Just jump on the Facebook page to register and come down and get some awesome merch and try some cool beers. Thanks again, guys. Have a good night. See ya.